All right, guys, welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we analyze market trends, financial reports, market news, and hunt down potential investing opportunities in the stock market using technical analysis. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you do not miss a market update from me. And lastly, please remember this video is for educational entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Okay, guys, I just filmed this video a little while ago, and it was way too long. It was like 22 minutes. So I'm going to go real fast here, but I'm not going to do the AMD GME video today because more so GME being at fault, because I do believe it's going to run with AMC and vice versa. AMC is going to run when GME goes. So I really don't want to stick you guys in a position where maybe you're in a melt up and caught up in a melt up phase or whatever, and then you're trying to chase, the top or whatever. So if I feel like you're at risk, in my opinion, I'm not going to put you there. So I'm going to keep you in a scenario where right now, if I feel like you can enter, then I'm going to, fine. I'm going to show you my insight on that. But realistically, I found a couple new findings with AMC, so I'm going to cover that today instead. AMD obviously looks like a great play long term, and again, it's in a blue chipish type of range and category for me. So maybe I'll cover that one like next Sunday or something. But right now, we got enough in the portfolio that we can mess around with and try to build a position in, right? So I'm going to shut up and make this quick. So AMC, what did I find today? All right. I talked to you guys about the daily boxes here. Okay. And I had to stretch them out because I'm going to show you something on the weekly real quick. So ignore some of this. But you had the M pattern that I was showing you guys right here on the daily. Boom, boom. That's your arch. McDonald's golden arches. We were talking about that. We were saying that this was the bottom here, like the 238 over here. Okay. We were saying, okay, this is our bottom. We're going to build the second M. Here we have the first part of the M. We're going to come up, come down, go. That was my daily theory, okay, on the daily. So I actually built a channel here. I just deleted it during my last recording, but I had a channel coming down here to show you the downward action before this move happened and broke. And now you traded inside of this channel, this line and this line. So you're trading inside of this channel this whole time, bouncing off the top here. Then you broke below it. You came back up and are now resting on what would be sort of my other downward trend. Let's just say this is a downward channel. This line and this line acting as the this line. Got to remove some shit so we can see this. Boom. Let's just say that this line here and this line is the downward channel. And again, look, you broke above it or testing underneath of it, I should say, right here, because I have my trend line from the other topping point here. But this line and this line, you're resting just below it. Over here, you were doing the same thing. This action here was floating just under the channel, the top of the channel. What this line would be over here. Okay. So that was something I noticed, and I was like, man, okay, so we're breaking the downward channel essentially, we're about to break this line and go. And once you do, you pretty much just in a reaction that's automatic like this. Let me show you what I look like, what this looks like on the weekly. So when I was looking at the weekly after the market closed, I guess like this candle came in and finished, but this is what I'm seeing. May, green, red, 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 green, green, red, red, go in this box. Look at this. Green. Let me put them together so you can see. Follow me. Green, red, 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 2 green, 2 red. We could be ripping this week. Based on the weekly. The weekly pattern looks damn good to have what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of candles exactly the same, essentially. Exactly the same. 2 months and a week of exact price action matching, and also how it looks. Got this like hooking action here, right? Boom, 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 potentially. Okay, that's what I saw with the fractal. So I'm like, maybe on the weekly we could start to see. We're gonna know no matter what. If we get a big green candle like this and just we go on Monday, Tuesday, whatever, then we're out of here, right? There's no question. But this is just something that I was looking at, and I'm going to try to speed through the rest of this. So the other findings that I have were, okay, well, if we do go, right, I talked to you guys about the price targets, right? Could we get a 2021 style squeeze where this thing just rips and just like swallows this entire candle up to the top, maybe to 54 to start? I don't know. There's all kinds of scenarios out here, but I'm not going to sit here for like 20 minutes trying to explain price action. I'm just going to put you in a conservative mindset so nobody's disappointed. If we're all surprised and this thing continues to just, burn rubber and it just keeps going, like, fine, whatever. Then we'll just ride that out. But you're going to know that because it's not like it's going to slow down for you. Like, you're going to see the volatility like it's done in 2021. It's going to be very similar. So, and obviously, if it blows past my price target, then kind of basically where we might be in this cycle. So why I said this was, you melted up here from the 238, from 238 to 1188. What did this try to go after? This. You went above the 1144, right? 1188. You blew past it, but then you rejected, right? So I think this right here, this whole move was testing this. Okay? Came back down, you consolidated. So what would the next one be going for? And I think it's going to go for this level just above, right? We didn't get $13.80 or $14. We didn't get this. So this next impulse could be trying to attack this level. Here's another theory why I think this might make sense before we really start going. When you went up, you tried to, you basically broke past this level, but then you didn't get to the 50. You didn't test the 50 band, right? You didn't get close. You had a gap here. Look at where the 100 is. Now that the 50's come down, you would actually blow right through the 50 this time. There'd be no question, really. I mean, there's no way that this 50 would really stop you, I would think, from a momentum standpoint. Like, are we talking about like 630, 610? Like, that's going to be your impulse move? That's not good. We want to create higher highs, okay? Higher lows and higher highs. I'm going to show you this. Whatever. 238, and this is 295. The low here is 295. Higher low. This low is higher than this. 60 cents, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's higher than this box. So far, this low is higher. This is the second higher low. We want to see these now. The next impulse move needs to be higher than 1188 and needs to top out higher than this, right? Because we want to build higher ranges, right? So that when we stair step our way back up, right? That makes sense when it comes to the theories that I'm reading on, is that we want these bigger peaks. 1, 2, potentially 3, and I'll talk about that. So that's what I thought was happening with this, is that it was impulsing up, trying to test this level. And also, too, it didn't get to 50. So there's gap here. And again, you would have a gap here, essentially. If we were to go this week and this rips up, you'd be like right under the 100 moving average, EMA. Okay? You'd be right here. You would just miss it like you did here. And then also, it would verify that for me. It would confirm this test for me, $14, $15. So if we go from $2.95 to $15, $14, $15, come back down, consolidate again for 3 months probably, 4 months, and then have a bigger wave up, right? Because look at the next one that you'd be attacking. This zone. You'd be attacking this gap here. The top of this. And that would give you $32, $33. And you would probably just miss the 200 moving average. And if you actually do rip through this 200 moving average, well, then you're at least going to come to $55 up here. If we're doing this slow, and this is going to happen in waves, right? In impulse waves. It only makes sense for it to go 1, 2, and 3. Potentially this moves bigger. Maybe it blows through the 200. And you go here, boom. And then maybe you come back down again, consolidate a little bit, and then look at this. The next time we go back up off this third rip, you're at this line, it's like you're attacking these levels here. And it's going to get bigger, right? You might go 50 and then double that. The next impulse wave up might be like 100 something if it's slow. So that's what I saw right there, guys, on AMC with the weekly. It looks pretty good. A lot of the things that I saw in there looked really like spot on. I just don't know how we're going to get this massive rip up. I mean, it's going to be nuts to see that if that's the case. But I'm trying to prepare you for the slower scenarios so nobody's like just overly hype. And also, last thing I'll show you, it's going to look something like this if it's a slower progression. This is Carvana. Bottomed out here, right? It took a little while to get going. And then look at this. When you get to this point, when you leave this range here and you get here, it's just sayonara. We're gone. Okay? So you're getting these big stair staves and waves up. and you're going to get back. And we're watching this right now. Like, look at Carvana. It rebounded here. It looks like it's going to try to trend back up. If it gets back up here, it's going to 370. Okay? Going to 370. From 355 to 370. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys for AMC. Okay? We get this bull, right? If we get this ginormous bull move like this, and then you just keep, like I said, making those stair steps up, we're gone. And we're going to be looking good. As you get back up to these levels, forget about it. You had all this time down here to rack up. So that is what I have for you guys today for AMC, guys. Again, like I said, maybe I'll do the AMD video or something like over the weekend. I really want to see how this week goes first. Okay, it's the first trading week of March. So we will see, guys, where we're at. If this lines up and makes sense, if this theory potentially lines up. But I want to prepare you for an A and B scenario, right? The fast scenario, we don't even give a shit about because that's just going to happen so fast. We're not even going to see it coming. We're just going to be in the midst of the move, and then we're there. There's no more really trying to break anything down. If it's going to rip, it's gone. Doesn't even matter. You get out when you want to get out. But this right here, if it's going to be a slower progression, I'm here for it, and I'm going to prepare you guys the best way that I can. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking the video out. If you're new here, guys, be sure to subscribe. And I also want to hear you guys' comments down below. If you guys have a different scenario, if you guys think that maybe this is going to be faster or slower, let me know down there. And I'm always reading the comments. I'm always trying to see what the other opinions are, guys. I'm not saying I'm the 100% correct, but this is stuff that I see, and I think it's very important that we all see each other's perspectives so that we can learn and also see different angles of things. So I will see you guys in a market update video tomorrow after the market closes. We'll see how this week starts off. You guys take care. I will see you then.